So welcome to a new episode of Let's Talk. I just want to start off the video by saying how sad I am to see that Chadwick Boseman has died at the age of 43. Um, it's kind of very saddening. We definitely lost us. We've definitely lost a superhero, and it shows because the legacy he left. Um, it's good. It's pretty wonderful, and yeah, I just hope we're able to live up to that. And I think it just goes to show how important it is to actually take advantage of the opportunities we are given in life. And yeah, okay, so let's get into the video. So today I'll be doing Premier League predictions. So yeah, let's start off with who I think are gonna be the champions of the Premier League. Okay, so my thoughts on this is I think Liverpool are gonna be Premier League champions this season as well. The only thing I would say is I expect this season to be much more closer compared to last season. So City will probably still give them a proper go, and I expect Liverpool to win the league, but probably by a small margin this time. And yeah, so that basically tells you who I'm thinking who's gonna finish second. So yeah, Man City. I think they're gonna finish second. As good as Man City are, a lot of things would have to have happened to basically limit us a huge I think it was a 17-point gap or something between them and Liverpool, which I cannot see happening. So yeah, I still think Man City will probably finish second, but obviously I expect it to be much closer than last time around. In third, I expect Chelsea to finish third because they spent huge money on 6 players, so their squad's way better than it was last season. So yeah, they'll definitely have a much better season this time around, and I expect them to be very close to Liverpool and City, but I don't think they're there for a title challenge yet. So yeah, that's the only reason why I'm gonna say they're gonna finish third this season, and maybe in a season or two a challenge for the league. But yeah, and I expect Man United to finish fourth because well, at the moment while I'm making this video, we've only signed Van de Beek, but I would say compared to Spurs and Arsenal, we have a much better squad and better way better caliber of players, and I guess a better team morale. So I expect all of that to work in our favor, and yeah, so I think we'll finish fourth. So yeah, in fifth, I've gone with Spurs. I think the way Mourinho's good at setting defenses up, I expect Spurs to be very good defensively, which was a huge problem for them last season. So yeah, I expect them to be way better in that regard already. Obviously they have Harry Kane and so on in attack, and they've made a few purchases in midfield as well. So I expect Spurs to be very good this season as well. So yeah, I've gone for Spurs at fifth, and I would say our Arsenal are gonna finish sixth. I think Arteta is definitely moving them towards the right pathway, but I feel like they still got a lot of things they have to work on before they could break into the top four. So I don't expect them to finish in the top four, but yeah, there could always be a surprise. Who knows? So yeah, Arsenal sixth, and I would say Everton are gonna probably finish seventh. They made a few good purchases, but I don't think they're as good as Arsenal. Sorry, Everton fans. I know there are a few on Twitter that definitely feel like they have a chance of finishing ahead of Arsenal, but I just don't see that. I think Arsenal have a way better squad than them, and yeah, but I definitely see them finishing way better than they did last season. That's for sure. So yeah, I've gone for Everton at seventh. In eighth, I put Leicester because I think with Europa League and everything, it's gonna be a tough season for them, and their squad. Well, it's still a pretty good squad, but I don't think it has enough depth to like actually cope with Europa League and the Premier League at the same time. So I expect that to have some impact on their squad. So that's why I've mostly uh, gone for them to finish eighth. And yeah, um, I expect Wolves to finish ninth because they still have a excuse me. Wolves have a fairly good squad as well themselves, and they're good at getting results. So yeah, I expect them to finish ninth. Um, I would say Sheffield United will probably finish 10th. Um, I expect them to have a good season again. So yeah, um, 10 for Sheffield United. I'm going with Leeds to finish 11th. I know this might surprise a few people, but I think Leeds are a very good side, and yeah, it's good to see them in the Premier League, even though like I hate them. That's right, I hate Leeds, but yeah, nevertheless it's good to see them in the Premier League because it's more competition. So yeah, um, good to have them. I would say they're a good side, so I expect them to finish 11th this season, and I think that might actually surprise a few people because I've seen a lot of people on Twitter like not expecting much out of them this season, but yeah, I think they'll have an all right season this year. Um, as for who's gonna finish 12th, I think West Ham are probably gonna finish 12th. I expect them to be way better than they were last season, but then again, David Moyes is their manager, so 13, I've gone with Southampton. Again, Southampton are a pretty good side. I expect them to still finish 13, and yeah, they probably deserve that too. And I think Ings is gonna have another great season, and yeah, so yes, Southampton to finish 13th, and I would say 14th for me would be Brighton because like again, I think they're a very good footballing side, and yeah, I would expect them to finish 14th this season because I think they'll improve on some of the aspects they were like falling behind on last season. So I expect them to be way better. So yeah, I would go with them at 14th. The and then on 15th, I'm going with Newcastle. The only reason Newcastle are not gonna finish, I don't think they're gonna finish higher than that, is because um, they're like Joel Linton didn't really turn up last season, so like I don't know how he's gonna perform this season, and they still have a few other issues that they need to sort out. So yeah, that's the only reason why I've gone for Newcastle to finish 15th. But I could easily see like a situation where Newcastle finish above Brighton, but I just expect Brighton to be a better footballing side this season, to be honest. And 16, I've gone with West Brom. I expect West Brom to have a really good season. Well, enough of a good season to like make sure they actually stay in the Premier League for another season. So yeah, and I expect Burnley to finish 17. I think they'll have a tough season, but I think they'll do just about enough to probably like stay in the Premier League again for another season. And then 18th, I've gone with Palace. I expect Palace to have a tough season, especially because like they might lose Wilfred Zaha, so like I don't really know where they're gonna get like a lot of their goals from. Maybe like Benteke might chip in, but like what if he gets injured for a good few months? So like yeah, I think it's gonna be a very tough season for Crystal Palace. And 19th, I've gone with Villa. I think Villa did really well to like somehow scrap a safe position to like actually like stay in the Premier League for another season. But I don't think Lady Luck's gonna favor them much of the season. So like I expect them to get relegated this season. And yeah, 20th, I'm gonna put Fulham at 20th because I think Fulham's gonna have a really tough season, and yeah, so I expect Fulham to like finish 20th, and yeah. Anyways, that's the Premier League prediction. Let me know what you thought of where I placed your teams, and yeah, let me know where you think your team could finish this season in the comments, or basically tell me via Twitter or whatever. But yeah, now let's move on to Twitter moments. Anyways, that was the Twitter moments. So this is gonna be my last video for a while. I'm going on somewhat of a YouTube hiatus, so I expect to be back like before December, but we'll see how that works out. But yeah, anyways, so if you like the video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.